Right, on the agenda today, we'll get the final move done for a ship or two to kind of a central location for capital ships. I've got my jump freighter here. This one's already at the location, and but first, I want to show you all something. So, do you all remember a few episodes ago, a couple days ago, that I was talking about this Nithauger that was in Samir, and he was trying to get into Stain, is what it looked like to me. Well, this is him. And this is another testament to Stain, you know, keeping people out. Let's see, when did he die? He died this morning. So basically, I'm pretty sure that they camped him until they caught him. And I don't know what the person was thinking or whatnot. I mean, it's not a really, you know, odd fit or anything. I think it's more of a fit for PvE than PvP, but and it's not really expensive. But the fact of the matter is that he got caught. So yeah, I don't know what he was thinking, you know. So yep, there's been some juicy kills in here. And so let's see here. Let's get this guy going. And I'm gonna get my Sino alt over here. And then I've got a Thanatos and a Moros as well that I don't need to move them today. I don't have any use for them today. So, an MK, hello on YouTube. Yeah, so the guy got cooked. So, Ramza. Here, let's see here. Made you a mod, Ramza. Alright, so I'm heading out to a spot where I can bring my jump freighter to and unload some stuff, kind of a central base of operations. The station I'm going to pretty much can jump anywhere from Stain, or in Stain, so, you know, good stuff. A couple more jumps. So I'm considering today maybe pulling some missions. One of the things I've been thinking about with the missions is that the really high paying stuff is the burner missions, and you know, I have a set of ships for the burner missions. They were made by Hateless. They still work great. I'm not going to bring the exact ships from Hateless down here, I don't think, but I may use their fits and transport something down.
Fake 7RJ just followed.
Fake target, hello, welcome. So But they are 800 million to 1.5 billion each. They're pretty expensive. But on the flip side, if I can do a burner mission, which will give me around 20,000 LP, then I can turn that 20,000 LP into a minimum of about 60 million ISK. And so those burner missions don't take very long. You also get a kind of a decent payout on them. So those could be good money, you know? Can I recommend a good PvP fit for someone who cannot fly a Marauder or anything above yet? Well, so a good PvP fit, Ham, is one that you can afford to replace quite easily. So, you know, it's not, it is, that's my philosophy, and it's the right ship for the right situation. Am I solo in Stain? No, I'm with the Corp down here. Living here solo, I think, is a pretty insane idea. Alrighty. $702, hello? Let's get up to the Sino spot. Lived here a long time ago. The Russians controlled space. Still a lot of Russians here. What alliance am I with? Well, with a couple of them up here, or down here. So, pretty much, we don't talk too much about, you know, I mean, obviously you can look me up in game and see the stuff, but we don't really talk too much about that part. Not for this alliance. So, okay, so I am at the spot, which is already pre-measured. I have a bookmark here and everything. So, all right, I am on this guy. I'm in a player-owned structure. This is an Answer. It is a jump freighter, and we're gonna light a Sino and go take him for a ride. Get him here to the central location. Sino is up. Make sure it's the right person. You can jump to the wrong one. All right. So there we are. I'm exactly 5,000 away from the Sino. You land in a sphere somewhere exactly 5,000 from the Sino.
Docking request accepted.
Now it can dock. In the fuel bay. I mean, it took a little bit of fuel, and let's see what kind of fuel have I got. Oxygen. So basically took me for 8,000 units, and that we're going to leave on there. This we are not, and in fact I'm going to hand the nitrogen over to another one of my characters. His capital ship requires some nitrogen. And there we go. And he's good. All right. So I do have a couple of other ships somewhere around here. I don't even know where they're at. Let's see here. Well, I think I'm going to go and get this ship here. So for this guy, this will automatically turn off because I'm out of fuel. I set destination, I hit autopilot, and then when this goes out, he'll automatically dock. Did I stay with Horde? No, I moved away from Horde about a month before everything happened. So, alright, we're going to board a Corvette. And we're going to head over and pick up this other ship. Good scout ship. Although, probably my best scout ship would be a Proteus. So then I can call for help and bring in Black Ops. If I were to get in trouble. So, Sanctuary Space is awesome, but doesn't provide any advantages due to it being NPC null. So, being NPC null is definitely a different way of thinking and everything. It's very different than Sov null, and so I would have considered it to be pretty equal until recently. Recently, with the introduction of the iHub stuff for Sov null, where they can control like what kind of system it is and how it's being used and everything, that potentially gave some advantage to Sov null. It doesn't take anything away from NPC null, but it might give some advantage to Sovnol in resources. There are plenty of things spawning out here, though, and I would say that, like, when there's event spawns and stuff, that there's a lot for the choosing down here, but they all get camped. That's why there's a lot for the choosing, because it's really easy targets for people coming in PvE fits, thinking that they're gonna run the sites, and so it's easier to take them out.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I got lucky when I was buying the skin for the Erebus. Yeah, and I ended up selling it before all of this happened, and at a profit too. So, kind of funny that I mean, my timing was great, and so I didn't know it, but especially at the time. I mean, I know it now. My timing was great, but. So right, so I'm heading down to pick up an interceptor. Can't fly cloaked, but it can, it's quick. I need to get it to more of a central location here too. I've got ships all over the place that I've left all over the place, so a little bit of consolidation to be good. One disadvantage of NPC null is that you can't have jump bridges. And see, jump bridges save you so much time in travel, but you can't. You have to have sovereignty in order to use those. I'm going to use 2 scouts today to move one other ship that's going to move gate to gate, and then maybe run a couple missions, and those missions they may not be right in the system that the mission giver is in, and so we'll just have to see. Probably need a scout sitting in there, just knowing, you know, who's not supposed to be there, where their locations are, all of that.
Docking request accepted.
Oh, my Sino just went down.
Autopilot disabled.
Hello, Azah.
Waypoint reached. Warp drive active.
this thing up.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Actually bounced off of it.
Captain, we have an incoming request for a conversation with
How
a
do I
representative
stop her
of the
from
Paragon
talking?
Corporation. They have been impressed by your progress and would like to give you a new ship.
Oh, here we go. Let's see here. Skip that tutorial. All right. Yeah, I don't need the new ship. All right, here's a claw. And it's kind of null fit. Doesn't have a nullifier up here. Probably could use one. It's a really old fit. In fact, this ship may have been... This ship has been in Stain for more than 10 years. So I've had it quite a while. So the fit is, you know, a little odd. But, you know, look at that. It's almost, gosh, I could probably get it down to 1.99 or lower. But instead, got it here, flies at 10 AU. So it's nice and fast. It's pretty thin though. Let's see, what is the EHP? 3900, so Smart Bomb could take it out. Right, let me look at my assets here. Right, not very far away, and it won't take very long to fly this thing. It's quick.
Warp drive active.
I wonder if I have any skins for this.
Warp drive active.
This flies at on propulsion. What's that? Hello? Ooh.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Eyes dealer I just followed.
Els Durali, welcome. Right, what is the propulsion at on this? 4762. Pretty fast. Good for making some bookmarks. Like we're on the RV5. Now let's take a moment to make a bookmark because I don't have a perch view here. Let's see here. Very nice when you can use a quick ship to make these bookmarks. I'm going to go out to 400K. That's what I feel like is about the right distance to go. It keeps them from micro jumping to you or using a boosh to get you at 200, and gives you a time to react if somebody's burning at you. You know, of course, further away is better, but it's not bad. Continue on. Won't spend a lot of time making bookmarks, but when I see the opportunity, try and take it a little bit without just being boring and doing a bunch of it down the entire trip. I tried to get back into Eve, but it was too complicated with all the new stuff. Oh, that's an interesting statement, because I think it's gotten easier barrier to entry. I think if you try again, you just need to join a good corp, and you know, that good corp is half the battle. I failed 3 times playing Eve before I finally got it to stick.
You just followed.
All right, we've got a perch here already. Let's warp to 100 here. We're gonna make one down here too. Yeah, 50% of your success is a good corp. And that may sound like I'm giving an awful lot of credit to a good corp, but I think it's actually very true. So I think there's just a lot to that. Another perch here before I go through. You don't like to be asking people all the basic stuff, bother with all the noob questions? You just tell them you're a noob when you're applying, and they'll have an expectation that you ask a bunch of questions. Simple. And if they don't want you there because you're a noob, it wasn't a good fit. Yeah. So, you know, the other one too, which is kind of the basic answer for what you're talking about, is Eve University. Eve University is all about knowledge and teaching. You know, they do a hell of a lot of other stuff, but that is kind of their core. So they expect a lot of questions, and they even do classes and stuff. So I've never gone as far as doing classes or anything, but yeah, they do it. So All right, there we go. We got this bookmarked. If you're not asking questions, you're not playing Eve. Yeah, that might be a good statement too. I still ask you guys in chat stuff like, you know, I've never encountered this before. What is this? You know, and stuff like that. I mean, nobody knows all of Eve. And that's the beauty of it too. You know, just a healthy mind, you know, a good workout for your mind is always learning new things every day. And I think Eve helps accomplish that goal quite well. Sometimes even devs don't even know the code. Oh, number white, dude, there is no dev that knows everything about how Eve works. None. There just is not. All right, I need to... oh man. So, this is kind of the main system that I'm basing myself out of for missions. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gates here, and I don't have a single one of them in here. And since this is the main one, I'm going to set them up. At least this ship is good and fast. You can get faster ships. You can get ships that will do like 10,000 in a straight line. Those are great for making bookmarks. I have one down here somewhere. I don't know where it's at right now. But shit like that is really great at making bookmarks. This thing's flying at 4700, so it's not bad. It's certainly better than using some afterburner or something. Also, you know, you can ask any questions here in chat about Eve. Won't be an issue.
Warp drive active.
In fact, you know, one of the things that I try and do in some of the shorts we've been posting, we posted one not too long ago about player colors, which ones are friendly and everything. And I'm really surprised to see how popular that video is. Y'all may think that you know what all the colors are and who's friendly, who's not, and everything. But there's apparently a lot of people who don't know all of them. And so, yeah, I've been making some shorts and with just stuff like that. So that one I posted, I don't know, a week ago or so. And I think it has 100,000 or 200,000 views, something like that. So, which is wild. Can you jump in and out of faction warfare? Does it affect your security standing? So yes and yes. You can jump in and out of faction warfare. There's a timer on how long it takes you to join again. And then if you're jumping in and out. And yes, it does harm your standings. When you do player kills in low sec, if they are of the opposing faction, there's no penalty. If they are neutrals, which you end up killing a lot of neutrals, you can get penalty for those. And then the side effect is whichever side you're against can go down, especially if you're running missions. So you do have to worry about your reputation a bit. We got multiple neutrals in here. So it's best, in my opinion, to have an alt in faction warfare. And then that alt can get any loot and stuff out to the closest high-sec station, and then you just contract it over to your high-sec alt. And then they can go and take it to market, you know, turn it into materials or whatever. How can you get a pirate faction increase? Well, you can go run missions for pirate faction, and that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to run a couple missions as soon as I get these bookmarks made. And but you have to do it, it's in dangerous space. You're in low sec or null sec. The biggest issue with faction warfare is forgetting to enlist when you go to JITA. Yeah, well, that's why you have an alt. Cleaning these up a little bit. Right, I got DP, I don't have ZR. Can I really look at from this far? No, I can't. See, if I could get a view on it, then I could just sit in between or something. So, with the Plex sale, the Omega lets you pick up like 2 years of Omega for about $9 a month. That's a really good deal. So if you buy like 12 or 20,000 Plex, you get it at the cheapest rate, and then you go into NES and use the Plex to get your Omega time. That sounds like a really good combo there. Oh, here I am accidentally moving towards it. All right, well, I'll keep on the same trajectory. And then this, will this be all of them? Or I have one more to do, I think. Yeah, it looks like one more to do after this. All right, there's that one, and then one more, and I've got them all mapped out and all ready to go, and I share them with my other characters, so I don't have to do it for each character. All right, last one here. Going out to 400. And that'll take you to a really special place that this guy can sit completely safe, uncloaked, out in space, in null. Yeah, the Omega sale in game is just up to 6 months. I wish it was more. Yeah, it's got a little bit of speed. All right, we're gonna go to Candy Ass Sugar Tits. This is the safe place.
Active.
I didn't name it. It's its actual name. There we are. We are in one of the old style sites. So, yeah. And so this is a shield around it. If anybody like scans me down and tries to land on me or whatnot, and they're not paying attention to, they're using like combat probes and they're set up so that their scanner isn't seeing any structures or anything, they will land on the outside of this bubble. It's a shield, not a bubble. But they'll land on the outside of the shield, and it won't be pleasant for them. So, yeah, occasionally if you sit out here and you're not paying attention, you'll see a wreck out here and you can go loot it. So, yeah, it's truly evil and truly a gorgeous thing to see. All right, if you are watching on video, we'll see you in the next episode.